Imagine possessing wealth so vast it could outshine the GDP of many countries. Today, we delve into the lives of individuals who held such staggering wealth. Wealth, as we know it, is more than just a pile of gold coins or a bank account brimming with zeros. It's a measure of influence, power, and often a testament to one's ingenuity and resilience. Over the course of history, wealth has taken many forms and has been amassed in countless ways, from the gold mines of the ancient world to the digital marketplaces of the modern era. In this video, we'll be journeying through time, from the 18th century to the present day, to introduce you to the top 10 wealthiest individuals who have ever walked this earth. These are the men who redefined the very concept of wealth and left an indelible mark on the world. So, are you ready to uncover the stories behind the world's biggest fortunes? Let's dive in. Our journey begins in the 14th century with Mansa Musa, the king of Timbuktu, who is considered the wealthiest person in history. His wealth was so staggering that it's nearly impossible to put a definitive figure on it. Mansa Musa ruled over the Mali Empire, which was rich in resources, particularly gold and salt. It's said that his kingdom had half of the world's gold, and he had full control over its production and distribution. But his wealth wasn't just about gold and salt. During his reign, Mali became a hub of culture, education, and trade, attracting scholars and merchants from far and wide. His legendary pilgrimage to Mecca, where he was said to have taken a caravan of thousands, each carrying bars of gold, further cemented his status as a man of incomparable wealth. The tales of his generosity and lavish spending during this pilgrimage are still told in the annals of history. Musa's wealth was so immense that it's nearly impossible to put a definitive figure on it. Fast forward to the 19th century, we meet John D. Rockefeller, the oil magnate. Born in 1839, Rockefeller was a shrewd businessman who saw opportunity where others didn't. He founded Standard Oil in 1870, a company that quickly gained a virtual monopoly over the oil industry in the United States. Rockefeller's business tactics were often criticized, but there's no denying the impact he had on the industry. He revolutionized it, introducing methods and strategies that are still in use today. His success in oil made him a wealthy man, but it was his investments and his ability to capitalize on the market that truly amassed his fortune. In the early days of the 20th century, John D. Rockefeller reached a financial milestone that no one else had before him. He became the first billionaire in history. To put it in perspective, Rockefeller's wealth at its peak was estimated to be around $400 billion in today's dollars. From oil, we shift to steel and royalty with Andrew Carnegie and Tsar Nicholas II. Andrew Carnegie, a name synonymous with steel, was born in a humble weaver's cottage in Scotland in 1835. His journey to becoming one of the wealthiest figures of the Gilded Age is a quintessential rags-to-riches tale. As a child, Carnegie migrated to the United States, where he started working in a cotton factory. His insatiable curiosity and relentless ambition led him to a series of jobs, eventually landing him a position with the Pennsylvania Railroad. Carnegie's keen eye for innovation recognized the potential of the burgeoning steel industry. He invested in it, and in no time, his company, Carnegie Steel, became a dominant force. Carnegie was not just a shrewd businessman, but also a philanthropist. Believing in the principle of wealth distribution, he spent his later years donating to various causes, famously saying, "The man who dies rich dies disgraced." On the other side of the globe, Tsar Nicholas II, born into the opulent Russian monarchy in 1868, had a contrasting life trajectory. He inherited his wealth and power as the last Tsar of Russia. Nicholas II was a controversial figure, his reign marked by political unrest, but there's no denying the magnitude of his wealth. The Romanov family's riches included vast lands, palaces, artwork, and the world-renowned Fabergé eggs. However, his rule came to a tragic end with the Russian Revolution. Nicholas II and his family were executed, marking the end of the Romanov dynasty. It's a stark reminder that wealth and power are transient, subject to the whims of history. Carnegie and Nicholas II, both from different worlds, amassed fortunes that changed the course of history. Their stories, though diametrically opposed, offer a fascinating glimpse into the lives of the extraordinarily wealthy. From the self-made steel tycoon to the born royalty, their wealth has left indelible marks on the canvas of history. Moving into the 20th century, we encounter innovators and investors like Henry Ford and Warren Buffett. The name Henry Ford is synonymous with the automobile industry. Born in 1863, Ford was the creative force behind the Model T, a vehicle that revolutionized not only transportation but also manufacturing. Ford's ingenuity didn't stop at designing a reliable, affordable car. He also transformed the way goods were produced. His introduction of the assembly line was a game changer, reducing the time it took to build a car from 12 hours to just 2.5. This efficiency led to lower costs, making the Model T affordable for the average American. Ford's innovative approach to manufacturing and his vision of a car for every household led to his enormous wealth. At the time of his death in 1947, Ford had amassed a fortune equivalent to $200 billion today. Now let's turn the page to Warren Buffett, the Oracle of Omaha. Born in 1930, Buffett's wealth accumulation story is a testament to the power of savvy investing. Buffett's interest in investing began at a young age, and by the time he was 11, he was already buying stock. Buffett's investing strategy is simple but effective. He buys shares in companies he understands and believes in, and then he holds on to those shares for a long time. This buy and hold strategy has paid off handsomely. Today, Buffett is one of the wealthiest people in the world, with an estimated net worth of over $80 billion. But for Buffett, wealth is not the end goal. He's pledged to give away 99% of his fortune to philanthropic causes, a commitment that has inspired other billionaires to do the same. Ford and Buffett, through innovation and investment, have left indelible marks on the world. Their stories show us that wealth can come from a great idea, a new way of doing things, or a keen understanding of the financial markets. Finally, we venture into the present day, meeting tech giants, political leaders, and space pioneers. At the forefront of this new era is the mastermind behind the personal computer revolution, Bill Gates. Born in 1955, Gates co-founded Microsoft, a company that has become synonymous with computer software. His wealth, accumulated over decades of technological innovation, has made him a perennial figure on lists of the world's wealthiest individuals. But Gates isn't just about making money, he's also a philanthropist, having pledged to give away the majority of his wealth through the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. Moving from the digital sphere to the political arena, we encounter Vladimir Putin. Born in 1952, Putin has been a dominant figure in Russian politics for over 2 decades. While his official salary as Russia's president is modest, many speculate his actual wealth to be in the billions, making him one of the wealthiest political leaders in the world. His fortune is said to come from various sources, including stakes in Russian oil companies and a vast network of investments. Next, we turn our attention to the world of e-commerce, where we find Jeff Bezos. Born in 1964, Bezos is the brain behind Amazon. What started as an online bookstore in his garage has morphed into a global retail giant, changing the way we shop and making Bezos one of the wealthiest people on earth. His wealth is so immense that even after a high-profile divorce, which saw him lose a quarter of his Amazon stock, Bezos remains at the top of the wealth charts. Finally, we come to Elon Musk, the South African-born entrepreneur who has taken us from electric cars to the edge of space. Born in 1971, Musk is the force behind Tesla, the company that has revolutionized the auto industry with its electric vehicles. But Musk didn't stop at cars. He also founded SpaceX, a company that's pioneering private space travel. Musk's wealth is tied up in his companies, and as their fortunes rise, so does his. In 2021, he even briefly overtook Bezos as the world's richest person. From software to space travel, these modern figures have amassed wealth beyond most people's wildest dreams. Whether through innovation, politics, e-commerce, or exploration, they've each found their own paths to incredible fortunes. Their wealth is a testament to the opportunities present in our modern world, a world where the next big idea could be just around the corner. From the gold mines of Mali to the vastness of space, wealth has been pursued and amassed in unimaginable ways. We've journeyed through time, witnessing the golden reign of Mansa Musa, the oil empire of John D. Rockefeller, and the steel dynasty of Andrew Carnegie. We've seen the opulence of Tsar Nicholas II, the industrial success of Henry Ford, and the calculated investments of Warren Buffett. We've also traversed the digital revolution sparked by Bill Gates, the political influence wielded by Vladimir Putin, the e-commerce breakthrough of Jeff Bezos, and the space age ambition of Elon Musk. Each of these remarkable individuals not only amassed incredible wealth, but also used it to shape the world in their unique ways, be it through philanthropy, political influence, technological advancements, or ventures into uncharted territories. These tales of extraordinary wealth show that whether through innovation, investment, or sheer power, vast fortunes have been and will continue to be a fascinating part of human history.